trampoline, hey, back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what plastic. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, he can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back, with me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you at the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go, your man? With my name in your mouth, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what plastic. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, he can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Allen will try again on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that one.
Here's Gordon, down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
They looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle and swallowed him up. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. To throw, Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Now Gordon on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Collins. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On play action, Allen. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Pushes over.
No, that's just not right.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Leopard! All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Rivers to throw this time. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Rivers. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Right now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Going underneath for Gordon. A little juke. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Set, Zachary 90.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Set, 380.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Rivers now. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Returnable here for Davis. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, forced out to his left. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd down, this is Collins. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Now the Bills will take another timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because
there goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Ready! Delta!
From the gun, Rivers, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll run the counter with Collins. And some room to work. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Open man here is Foster. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 44. A toss play, Gordon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd down, Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and tried to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Green 39.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
It's complete to Brown, right side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Gone!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Steps away to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Down the rookie from Alabama, it's Bo Scarborough. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
All right, now look at 56.
Brandon, we're into the 2nd half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Operating from the gun. Rivers. Flush to his right. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Throwing, Rivers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take us out. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Running left, it's Gordon on the toss. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. Now the Bills will take another timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that...
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that.